there's been biking around here since the 90s.
Good small community, and
you can stop and have a 5-minute conversation with basically everyone you meet on the street.
Certainly see more people on bikes.
So I think at the minute it's growing.
It's definitely grown since we started building here.
There's a good mixture of natural trails, sheep trails.
It's not all sort of trails that we've got in here that the lads have built.
Because there's hardly anyone that knows that there's trails here.
For me, it's a no-brainer that we turn the access of that countryside into the town's favour.
A lot of them will have known them since they were like 7, 8 years old. Just in the last few years, the kind of mountain biking scene for them has really grown. So we've been having more and more conversations about that, and we want to support them, and we want to keep them safe as well.
These young lads have certainly really took to maintaining their trails to the best of their ability, and it's great to see.
They've got great skills in terms of what they're building.
And to see that it's still going to keep going, and they're actually going to do stuff like build trails that satisfy their needs. So I'll be out walking the dog at night and there'll be like a load of lights coming down a trail, and oh, there's the young lads out biking. Straight
away we were kind of really impressed with what they'd done, how aware they were of the impact on the environment, but also the positive impact they could have in terms of tourism.
It would be great if it would grow and bring tourism in. Yeah, it would.
You know, and supporting that in the town centre with cafes and hubs and the sort of facilities that bring people in.
And I think it's just gone from there really. They're very kind of self-led, the young lads, and they're very keen to progress and actually make something happen.
If it was in our Leafenmire, it's a really sort of like a bike centre for Scotland basically. Something on the map that people knows here. Because there's hardly anyone that knows that there's trails here.
I think it'd be a part of a sort of network of things, you know, mountain biking, the Taras Valley Nature Reserve, wildlife, walking, hiking. So I don't think mountain biking is the solution, but I think in part with all those other activities and just the enjoyment of the landscape, yeah, I think it's got a part to play, certainly.
There is some established routes, so it's how can we get the landowner to sort of, I don't know if we need to publicise them, but just make people aware that they're here. Probably the other aspect to that is keeping those trails safe, looking at some of the jumps, and is there a way of, if a young person doesn't want to do the jump, can they ride round it?
So I think the first step is a relatively simple one of signposting what we've got and building from there. Because I think we have to recognise in mountain biking there are lots of types of mountain biking, aren't there? You've got middle-aged people who want to go and do 40 miles on a hardtail cross-country bike. You know, you've got older people on, you know, e-bikes wanting to do 50 miles. So I think we should be signposting the broad spectrum of things that are already here first, if I'm honest.
We've secured funding for them to run a first aid course. So that's the kind of initial thing for us. We're also looking at, as part of the Moving Stories project, looking at a bike maintenance workshop. So whenever they're riding their bikes, that they know they're riding something that's not going to fall apart on them. I'm also a trustee for the Castle Home, which is a community piece of land. So what we want to do for the lads is support them to build a kind of nursery trail. So again, they can use their trail building skills, but also that would create access for younger people.
When we started, there wasn't much stuff for beginners because all the older lot were building stuff for them to ride. And I think that's also got a lot of the younger lot coming up through because they help build as well. And obviously, if other folk from around the town or even further away see that there's really entry-level stuff, they might come. And then if they've got older parents that ride as well, they can come as well.
Yeah, Langholm's got the potential to be a little bike haven.